Good afternoon, Brevard County. It's Friday, August 22nd, 2025. My name is Alan Ross, and I'm with Brevard News. Welcome to today's presentation. Today we're going to talk about electric bills in Florida. What we're seeing is unbelievable. Every Florida citizen should be manning the ramparts to try to stop or influence what's going to happen. Florida Power and Light, which services 12 million Floridians, has proposed rate increases for the next 4 years approximating 42%. This sort of a rate increase will impoverish many Florida households' budgets, as well as hurt or suppress many small businesses. We the people cannot stand for this any longer. So today we're going to talk about it. Before I want to go into a lot of details, I want to talk about a post that President Trump posted a few days ago on Truth Social. Let me read this for you. Donald Trump, August 20th, 2025 at 9:51 a.m. I quote from Donald Trump, "Any state that has built and relied on windmills and solar for power are seeing record-breaking increases in electricity and energy costs. The scam of the century. We will not approve wind or farmer-destroying solar. The days of stupidity are over in the U.S. MAGA." If you just listen to what President Trump said there, it's very shocking. He acknowledges what most of us have known for some time, that the unbridled use of wind, and especially solar, is going to result in unbearable rate increases. What's more, the total reliance on solar power basically hurts or suppresses our electric grid. Why is that? Because solar, you only get about 5 hours a day in Florida, 5 hours of production. So there's 19 hours a day on average that all those solar farms out in Central Florida aren't producing any electricity. And what happens is you get in the middle of the summer, you're going to start to see what happened in Texas last year, where when everybody gets home from work and their houses are hot and they're running their appliances and doing things, we're going to have problems. So what does President Trump see that we don't see in Florida? Well, for one, he's done his part. In his big beautiful bill, he's basically phasing out all of the Biden administration's subsidies for solar projects over the next couple of years. These subsidies were extremely significant and represented about 35 to 40% of these projects. Think about it. You're paying your hard-earned tax dollars to Washington, and these monies have turned around to subsidize projects. Money is essentially given to these utilities, and they propose these programs and these solar projects that are 5 to 6 times more costly than typical current day technology 24/7 gas-fired electrical plants. Do you know that last year Florida put more solar in place than California? Do you know that there are no plans 24/7 gas or nuclear or coal plants planned in Florida, just solar, in the upcoming 5 to 10 years? How can this happen? What's worse is the people are asleep. As I said before, 40 to 42% increases over the next 4 years. Newspapers blogs, media reporting are calling the Florida Power and Light rate increase the largest rate increase ever seen in our country. So what's going on? Why is President Trump screaming about this? He's trying to wake you up. We've been reporting on this for some time. We've been following the work of Dave Walsh, who, if you watch The War Room with Steve Bannon, he's been reporting about this scam for some time now. And what's good about this is he actually lives in Florida. So he's got skin in the game. He's been traveling around the state trying to wake up people about what's going on here. So why is this happening? It basically comes down to the same thing. Greed and corruption, right? So the average gas-fired plant cost 1/5 to 1/6 of what a solar plant would cost producing the same amount of electricity. Interestingly enough, the way that utility companies get paid is they get paid an add-on in Florida somewhere between 11 and 12% of the total cost of the project. So if you could build a gas-fired plant for, say, $2 billion, they get 11 to 12% of $2 billion. But if you can convince the politicians, our governor, and our Public Utility Commission to do a $10 million or a $12 million solar plant that has the same output, you're going to make 11 to 12% on $10 to $12 billion, 5 to 6 times the amount of money. So what are we doing about it? Well, some of us have written Governor DeSantis and his Public Utility Commission and begged them to stop this. So is DeSantis MAGA or is he a globalist? I would say right now it looks like he's a globalist. So what can we do? Well, our path to fix this is a tough one. I think most of you know what a monopoly is. A monopoly is a situation where a company or a person controls a market in a particular area. In Florida, we have 3 utility monopolies. So I ask you, why are politicians accepting money from monopolies when they already have the business? Think about it. They already have the business. They're giving the money to the politicians and political committees because they want the highest returns. They could give 2 shakes about we the people and our businesses. It has to stop. The corruption has to stop. President Trump has done his part, but yet these rate increases are coming. Right now, there are rate hearings that have been actually stopped, if you can believe this. This is a story, all of this is stuff that you just can't believe. They've gone into darkness, and this rate increase is being negotiated behind closed doors. Hear what I'm saying, behind closed doors. They've canceled public hearings, and they're doing this behind closed doors. How can we allow this? We can't. So I'm begging you, Brevard County, I'm begging you, Floridians, wake up. It's all of our pocketbooks. We are about to receive the largest public utility electrical rate increase that has been seen in our country. And yet no one really understands this. So where do we go from here? Well, you called Governor DeSantis, you light up his phones, you light up his staff, you reach out to the Public Utility Commission and demand that there be open hearings and that you do not want any more solar projects approved. You're basically proving rates that are going to bankrupt you. The other thing that has to stop is we have to propose legislation that does not allow a monopoly to give political contributions to politicians or political committees, because the only reason they're giving them to them is to support higher profit projects like solar. Remember my example? $2 billion for a gas plant versus $10 to $12 billion for a solar plant for the same amount of electricity. I hope this infuriates you. So yesterday we talked about all the issues with mail-in ballots and the machines. So today I'm going to propose the second test to see if your elected officials, which are all Republicans in Brevard County, are actually America First or not. You heard what President Trump said in his Truth Social post, that this is utter nonsense. So when you see your state representative or your state senator, or you see Mike Herodopoulos, or you see the governor, ask them, why are they not stopping this? Why are they not doing something to prevent this from happening? And if they say they want to help, ask them exactly what they want to do. And if they don't have any good answers, you know they're not America First. Because a good grassroots America First candidate would be working for the people. They would be rallying, they would be proposing legislation, they would be getting in front of TV cameras that this kind of crap can't continue. So Brevard, we're only a year away from the elections. I happen to think we're going to be too late on this one. But this is one that you should remember. And everybody involved, the governor, the Public Utility Commission, the Senate and House leadership in Tallahassee, and all of our elected representatives who serve us there have basically let us down. Never vote for them again. That's Brevard News today. Thank you for listening, and hope to see you soon. Bye.